faking the give. Darnold. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the one he was after there. That'll bring up second down. You look at this Jaguar defense. They come into this one way down at number 23 against the run of the NFL.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Gets this complete to Shaheed. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
A gain of 8 yards. And it's 3rd down.
They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yardage?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board. They're able to avoid that 3 and out.
Well, it's time to give more credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 32-yard line. That one good for 24 yards. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Walker with a grab, left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Now to the ground, here's Walker. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Tackle made by Devin Lloyd, the linebacker. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Back to throw, Darnold. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. That helps the completion percentage, but not much else. And now it's 3rd and 10. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area, but they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Darnold, he can beat you in a number of ways, and there the scramble for the first.
Brandon, that's a gamer move right there. Facing 3rd down, steps up, calls his own number, and nearly makes the house call. If I'm the coach, I'm going to take another one right here. Give him a chance to be the first one to hit the end zone after that effort he just gave him.
He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Walker is in. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown, Seattle.
And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Washington now brings this out. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Hey, go. Here we go.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That's complete to the rookie from Colorado. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
And the Jaguars, first down. First and 10 at the 50-yard line.
First carry for the Clemson man, Travis Etienne. Credit him for the 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. The Jaguars hit a very solid 4-1 here in the early part of the year. And they coming off their very first loss of the season, suffered a week ago.
So now we can all take that chasing the 1972 Dolphins and take it and throw it right out the window, right? But let's face it, not many teams talk about that or even have interest in it. All they want to do right now is bounce back after that loss.
The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Straight ahead, Etienne. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from Jacksonville, and it's the Jags with the football, as they've got it 2nd down and 12.
On the jump. On red.
Lawrence will throw. They'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne for touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are an extra point away from drawing level. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage here by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. The last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
11 yards for number 11. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Up the middle, here's Walker. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And complete to Smith and Jigba. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
The Seahawks, first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Running right, here's Walker. Able to slither by. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that this defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Shakes off the sag. Here's a diving catch right side. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Hey, did you have one of those backyards that you had one of those, like, mats or pits like you have for high jumpers? And, you know, you had your friends throw the ball and you tried to make the spectacular catches?
I didn't need a mat.
you just did it with the ground?
Absolutely.
That explains your toughness. That explains your toughness right there. Because I think that guy was raised just like you. What a catch. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On 1st and 10, it's Charbonnet. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throw out wide to Walker. Heck of a move and then brought down near the 23. That'll go for a gain of 7. And that'll leave them with a 3rd and 2. To throw is Darnold. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
That's good.
And that one was a lot of fun right there because that was the game within the game. 3rd and short, blitz was on. What's the key for the quarterback? Get out of your hands in a hurry. And that was a quick little completion. Got the job done for a first down.
Here's Darnold. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Game clock setting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. They'll toss this out right to Walker. Powers past him at the 5. And the Seahawks are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line. Second quarter action, 1:56 remaining. Here's Walker. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. He lost 6 there on the first down play. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it? They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half. But the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
Here we go, sack.
Now Darnold on 3rd and goal. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. A.J. Barner, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll wisely just take a knee here, and this ball will come out to the 35. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Hey.
Now Lawrence. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Here's Lawrence to throw. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43.
An 8-yard gain. It's 4th down.
They're going on 4th down. Lawrence
He's got his running back out of the backfield.
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force them to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the first down and get a fresh set.
Huge fourth down conversion.
Lawrence.
Throw left side complete. That's Myers.
Second down and 6 now.
4 yards on the pickup. Second down.
They go play action now. Lawrence. That's complete. It's Brian Thomas.
The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Red on red. Here we go.
Lawrence going to throw again. Screenplay. Here's ETN.
Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts.
So as they talk it over, we step aside.
Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
This is Silver.
Now Lawrence.
And that one finds the ground, breaking a string of 5 straight completions. And it brings up second down. No, third down.
I know tight ends love this route because a lot of times they'll fake a block first and get a little bit of space and then come across the middle because in their mind, they're thinking catch the ball and then drop the hammer on the little guys in the secondary.
Unable to drop the hammer, he just dropped the pass. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Lawrence with a quick throw outside. That's complete.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Think right. Hey, easy. Route.
Throwing again here. It's Lawrence. That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
30 left.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN.
And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Hey, run. Hey, Ginger, time.
Here's Lawrence. Very quick throw. He's got Myers. And the Jaguars are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, some things to like about that first half, ultimately trailing here, but certainly this deficit is manageable. So curious to see what adjustments they may have made at intermission.
As am I, because I think things bode well for a possible comeback because I thought a lot of their best reps in the first half came through the passing game. They were hitting the open receivers, taking whatever the coverage gave them and making it work well for themselves. Now, they just want to pick up the pace of scoring a little bit. So I expect them to come out, continue to throw the ball effectively.
Last play, they got stuffed in the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
On 1st and 10, it's ETN.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever.
2nd and 10. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
2nd and 10.
Hey, lie. Here we go.
Another tote for Etienne. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Got his man. It's the tight end Strange with it. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
On the counter, Etienne. And he dropped it about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Now 2nd and 9.
On red. And they say Zach. Here we go.
Now Lawrence to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Hey.
Etienne up the middle. And trying to shake free, but Etienne cannot. The defense will stop him short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
13 loose.
And they'll try and throw forward with Lawrence. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They take over here following the interception. That's the good news. Their tough spot is the spot that they're in. That's inside the 5 in the shadow of their own goalpost here. 1st and 10. That is Josh Hines-Allen getting in there to bring him down.
They were just trying to get their offense a little more room down near their own goal line, but this is just going to make things worse.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the end zone, here's Darnold. And he is not going to get away. The rush was too strong, and this is going to wind up a safety. So they go with the empty set, and that's the risk you run right there. Nobody was there to protect.
Well, you know how most offenses have audibles, and they've changed plays when they see certain sets. A lot of defenses do the exact same thing. You go to an empty back set, they bring pressure, and boy, did it pay off in this case.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Right, let's go. Here we go.
They go play action with Lawrence. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the 1st down marker. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain off the play that looked like he was in trouble.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags first down.
And the Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Play action. It's Lawrence. Open man is Myers. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Ready, set.
So first and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, easy, Ralph.
Lawrence will throw. And Thomas has it. And he's down into the red zone at the 15 after a gain of 15. First and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's first and 10.
Lisa 24.
Operating from the gun, Lawrence. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5. At the 10-yard line.
23.
Back to the ground with ETN. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss on that play, and now third down gets tougher. 3rd and 6.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense is pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. That's complete right around the 8. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
Gain of 3.
30
It's
left.
4th down.
11, again.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. Touchdown, Jaguars. Travis Hunter. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead.
The Jaguars.
Lawrence going to look to throw for it. Complete at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they up their lead to 3.
14.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And the pressure is on now. They're being shut out here in the second half after a decent first half offensively. They need their best drive of the game right here. Looking to find a lane, but he can't rein in at the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Darnold. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9. And just like that, it's third down. Darnold now to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Good clean play. No flags coming out of the pocket of the officials. Turns into an incompletion, and that should get them off the field with a 3 and out.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. 4th down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Jags take over in terrific field position.
Handoff running left is Etienne.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense. And this offensive line is really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there.
And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Jaguars first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Toss left side for Etienne.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. I guess he was saving his best for last, so to speak. Longest run of the day coming here in the fourth quarter right there.
And that type of run makes for a better night for him and his teammates, doesn't it? To be able to produce this late in the game can lead to some big smiles and satisfaction in the locker room after this one's over.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a 1-score game.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. The Seattle defense, they haven't broken yet. Coming up here on a 3rd and goal situation. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. Hunter Long, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are able to build on to their 4th quarter lead.
Jaguars 24, Seahawks 14.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Darnold.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
It's Devin Lloyd with a pick.
And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 68 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Hey, so high.
Points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And able to work his way down to the 16. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Hey.
And they'll go again with Etienne. And he will have a Jaguars first down. And that ought to be the one that seals the victory.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10 at
These
the
are 24.
12-yard line.
Hey, Soko, so hot.
Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for Jacksonville, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they will hit the road next week. Meanwhile, for Seattle, the loss here will move them back to 500 at 3-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
I check the doors, check the windows, and pull the blinds. I check the clock, wonder